Hello and welcome to Mountain Aromatics. Today I think I have something special for you guys. I have had request after request for the top 20 beginner materials. I can't even tell you how many times I've been asked to do this. So a couple of things is, so my mindset was definitely for beginners because that's what I was asked to do. But also, my mindset is like, I didn't pick any accords. My understanding of what I was asked was beginner materials that are not necessarily isolates, but not like this is a known accord. So I didn't pick out anything like that, but I did. You'll see. But the bottom line is this was difficult to do because I only get to pick 20. But these are 20 that, okay, if I wasn't allowed to have anything but just 20 to like make fragrances with, this is what I would pick. However, I would say that this could change 9 months from now. And this is just what I picked today, although a lot of them would absolutely stay and not change. There's just a few that I might pick out a little bit different, but to me, these are like essentials. Like if you have these 20, you can make a huge variety of things, of different fragrances. So I'm not going to review every single one because I think almost every one of these I have an individual video on it. So here we go. This again, well, not again, no particular order. So I did not put these in any type of order at all. So I want to say that up front because I will be asked that for sure. So no. The first one is ethyl maltol. It will be a powder or crystal, and you can make a 10% out of it, a 5% out of it, and it will dissolve in a 20% solution, FYI. It is clear, and it is kind of an alternative to vanillin, and it is not as this is just such a whatever, like a fake, like vanillin smells a little fake or not as high end. I don't know how you want to word it, but I think ethyl vanillin is nicer. I like it more than I do vanillin. So some places will let you just buy the powder, and some places will have it diluted for you. So just a FYI. My next one is Blackwood by Firmenich. This one is, to me, if you're going to call it like a Blackwood, like an oud, it is going to be the very, very forgiving, like your first oud experience, because it's almost like half oud, like a lighter oud, a more forgiving oud, and half dark wood. That is more of how I see this, but there's definite oud in here. It's complex because to me it's not just a straightforward oud. There's some complexity to it. So there's some muskiness, there's definite woodiness. This used to be a Firmenich captive, meaning Firmenich used to hold on to it, and only the Firmenich fragrances that they made, they would use the blackwood for a good while. And now they released it to where we can buy it. It does give warmth and gives volume, and it gives a lot of, I mean, it has a lot of character for sure. The next one is geranium rose. Another name for geranium rose is, it's on the tip of my tongue, bourbon. Bourbon geranium. Bourbon rose. Same thing. It is an essential oil. It is a top middle note. And I picked this because just geranium, this one's more complex, and this will give you geranium and rose. It's rose in the background because it is just geranium. These are not the flowers of the geranium that are distilled. No, it is the leaves, the green leaves. That's what they distill to do the geranium. So it's a steam distillation, and mine's from South Africa. Okay, the next one I would pick is benzyl salicylate. Benzyl salicylate is a worker material, and it just gives some. It's like a building block, a balsam building block. So it's some structure for your formula, and you don't have to use a lot. It is restricted to 8%. I believe in the final fragrance, and has fixative properties. So a lot of people will use it as a fixative, but you need to understand that if you're using this as a fixative, it is definitely going to give it some aromatic fragrance. So you want to look at your formula that you're making before you add this. Just, I need a fixative, so I'm going to add this. It has a lot of aroma to it, so you just want to smell it. The next one is Silviol. Silviol is by Givaudan. This is going to give some powerful, like, green. It has a, like, an aldehydic tone, but not like powerful like the aldehyde, like C8 through 12. It's not going to be like those that are, you need to go put it down to a 1%. You can use this at 100%. It is pretty strong, 168 hours. It's a middle note, but it will give a green and like some diffusion and lift. It's really good. Here's why it's awesome, and I like it. You could put it with the citruses. You could put it with your florals. It kind of can go in any direction, but it will give a green sparkle. I will say that word, like a sparkle. The next one is Wood Base by Firmenich. This is just your, to me, it's not a generic, I was about to say a generic wood, but it's just not a generic wood to me. It is a very elegant, sophisticated wood that's not too dark and not too light or new, not too dark and old. It's just a good middle ground, not like in the very, very middle, and that's all it is. It has a little bit of characteristics of the newer clean blonde wood, has a little bit of characteristics of that darker, older wood. And so that combined makes this amazing. It's like your go-to wood. It's pretty cool. Timber Silk. No, I did not pick Isui Super. It's me asking me what I want. I tend to do Timber Silk. It's your warm, soft amber wood that's very, very light. It's just like Isui Super. Has just a little bit more gamma isomers, so it's a little bit has a little bit more aroma than your Isui Super. Next one is clear wood. I picked clear wood because it's going to be a little bit more versatile than your patchouli dark. And I don't know, I really like clear wood a lot. It can also take you in the wood direction, where to me, patchouli dark can go into the earthy, foresty wood, where this is more clean. And again, I'll say it again, it's the third time in a row I'm telling you, but meaning third video in a row that I'm telling you, but the patchouli dark does give a little bit of sweetness, and this one doesn't have that sweet part to it. Next one, you better guess it, hedione. Of course, you need hedione. It is a worker material. You check out my video, why you need hedione. The next one is ambroxan. Ambroxan is made by KO, KAO, IFF, and actually I have both. I have IFF, I have IFF and I have like KO as well. And you just need ambroxan. Ambroxan can go into any type of formula that you're creating, whether it's, you know, your typical men's fragrances or your typical women's fragrance. It doesn't really matter, but it is a staple. You have to have it. I could say that for me about all of these. You have to have it. Galaxolide, if I can only have one musk, it would be Galaxolide, because it's so forgiving, versatile. It's not too, it's not really animalic at all. It's more clean. Yeah, it's just very forgiving, and it's an easy one to use. Some of the musk going to take you a little bit of time to learn them and get used to them and how powerful they are, but you don't even know they're powerful. Anyway, next one is a must. It's a bergamot essential oil. I will tell you, I know I did an entire video on bergamot essential oil. I know I did, because it's important, because see how dark this is. It is not like clear. It's a darker yellow. That lets you know it's a good quality, and you want a good quality. Trust me, you want a good quality bergamot. You're going to use it all the time. It is like the go-to citrus, more than lemon and tangerine and orange and sweet orange, all that kind of stuff. To me, it is my go-to. I love it. Love it. Another one for me is Pre-Cyclamone B from IFF. It is clean. The thing that it really is, it's going to be your ozone, your mountain air, your fresh air, that type of thing. It is, average use is about 15. It's a 48 hours. It's a middle note. It's the way you'll take some of this and you'll add the next one. So the next one is Ultrazur, Ultrazur. It is the fresh ocean air, fresh ocean seawater. I don't know. To me, it's almost like the most forgiving, but I love Algix, Algix. It's made by the company Cinnarome. Use it at 10%. That's a really good one as well. But this one is just more forgiving, that can go into those oceanic formulas that you're making for men or you're making for women. If you make, men's fragrances separately and very differently than you do women's. One is just very forgiving. It's at 10%. This Ultrazur at 10%. It's just your sea air, but also sea water a little bit as well. And with that Pre-Cyclamone B, there you go. You got even more air in there. The next one is Beta Ione Natural. The beta ione natural. Ugh, if I could have only one beta or alpha ione or any of that stuff, it would be the beta ione natural. I love it. It does not take much. You can put it down to a 5% or 10%, that type of thing, but it is going to, it's a worker material. I put it in the category of a worker material. You know how when you learn your inones, like your beta inones, your alpha inones, you're going to learn that that's kind of a worker material. It kind of pulls everything together. It also gives it a little bit of structure without being too strong. But this one has like a fruity raspberry. The raspberry really comes through in this, and a lot of the inones will have a little bit of a description of like raspberry in the background. And this is a raspberry in the background, but it's a little bit more, has the more pronounced raspberry. Little bit of violet, fruit, and floral. I don't know. I prefer the beta ione natural. Just love it. Magnolus by Firmenich. Magnolus, Magnolys. If we want to get technical, Magnolus E. It is a middle note. It is, to me, all the magnolias that are out there. Oh my God, I love this. Because you can add this with your jasmine, you can add this with your rose, you can just, what's interesting is that I put a drop of this one in my men's fragrances, meaning my really dark, like oud and that type of thing, and those fragrances, it does wonders. It doesn't show up in I make it where when you smell that formula, you're not like, oh my God, there's magnolia in there. It's just like the magnolia in the background that you can't really detect, but it does wonders because I've like used it and then not used it in the formula. Oh my God, it's amazing. I love it. Oh my God, I love it. The next one is another green, but it's Emeraldine, Emeraldine, and think like an emerald, like a green emerald, because this one I really like. It's from PFW, that's the company, but this one is very strong, but it has a grassy but fruity, very forgiving. This gives volume and goes great with the white petals. Yeah, I really, really. You'll see when you get it. I love it. Like if you don't have it, you need to get Emeraldine. It's really good. You people know Leatrix. What? Oh my God, Leatrix Absolute. Dear baby Jesus. Oh my God, I love it. It is to me it is better than Tobacco Absolute. I just said that out loud. I'm telling you, it's really amazing. This is so sophisticated. There's a bit of earthiness in there, but like a clean, almost like the how the Clearwood has a earthiness to it. This is a very clean earthiness, but very tobacco. Tiny, you'll detect a tiny bit of honey in there. By far, I mean, if you don't even have a tobacco, this can be your tobacco. This can be your tobacco leaf that you're adding to your fragrance, and you don't have to get any other type of tobacco out there or whatever. This can be it. It is extraordinary. Oh my God. Oh my God. I love it. It is restricted. So you need to go and look about the restrictions on all these because I have not mentioned all that. So speaking of restriction, my other one that I love, I'm going to save it for last because it's my very favorite. So the next one, what I just said, because you may not have heard me because I'm talking kind of fast. My last one is my all-time favorite, so I'm going to save that to last, but I have one more before I do the big one. Raspberry Ketone Methyl Ester methyl ether. I just call it raspberry ketone ME. It is, I almost want to say it's a worker material. It's a worker material in the fact that it is going to give like diffusion, lift, and you know what? I don't think I've ever said this, but it's kind of like how Hedione works. And Hedione, is like the jasmine. If there was a fruit that did that same type of property, this raspberry ketone does the same kind of thing where, and it's long lasting, it's 300 and something hours. Its average use is 5%. It is a middle note. It does not take much. It will take over. You need to be very careful. But clean, 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 clean fruit. To me, it is the Hedione in the fruit world, where Hedione is of the floral world. It is the Hedione of the fruit world. Oh my god, I love it. Oh my god, my favorite, the very last. Oh my god, Fir Balsam Absolute. Oh my god, this was one of the very few beginning material. It was probably, I had like 10 materials when I first purchased some stuff. This was one of like the first 10 that I got. Fell in love. I did not know what to do. I had no idea an aroma like this existed. Oh my gosh. Like, it is, I don't even know how to explain it. If you love Christmas, Christmas tree, take the best Christmas trees you've ever smelled in your life and then juiced them down and then concentrated that juice. It is like sweet. There's a sweetness to it. There's a green fir needle. My mouth is, I don't even know why my mouth is watering because it doesn't, I don't know. It is, oh my God, it is beautiful. Highly restricted. It is, so it's not piney, sappy. No, it is not that at all. How do I describe this? Oh my God. It is absolutely beyond beautiful, amazing. So it's just not sappy, it's not resiny, it is just like, it's like if you, whatever your favorite live Christmas tree is, it's like taking those needles and turning that into a liquid and then taking that liquid and concentrating it. That is what this smells like. To me, there is no other. I have other balsam absolutes. I have, gosh, I can't even think them off the top of my head, but I have silver fir absolute. I have, I have a few others, and they are beautiful in their own right. But the Fir Balsam Absolute, oh my lord, it's Canada. Mine's from, I think the Fir Balsam, like the really good Fir Balsam, is going to be from Canada. So look whenever you purchase it. But holy Moses, ain't nothing. If, and I've said this, and I've said this on video before, if I could only have one for the rest of my life, and I couldn't have anything else ever again, I would take Fir Balsam Absolute. Oh my God, it it brings me peace. It grounds me. It makes me happy. You talk about aromatherapy. Oh my God. There's nothing, I've never ever smelled anything like it. So there you go. Those are my top 20, like when you're first starting to do perfumery, what should I get? What do I get? To me, these are your essentials because you can make so many different things because there's so many different categories in here and you mix them up all kinds of different ways. You can make a ton of different things with just this. So I thank you so much for watching and being here with me and sharing this with me. I hope I know it was helpful for those of you who are just starting. Absolutely. This is the kind of stuff I wish I had when I started. That is why I do these videos, because I did not find this kind of stuff. And like and finding materials and tell me all about the material, and that's why I do my videos, is because I want to help you guys who are just starting out and who have been doing it for a while and digging further into perfumery and your perfumery materials. So you could support me by giving me a thumbs up on this video. If you like this video, you can also subscribe. If you hit the bell right next to that, it will give you notifications when a video goes up live ready for you to see. And I have a Patreon page, and you are welcome to check that out as well. And thanks again. I will see you on the next Mountain Aromatics. Have a good day.